So guys, now I'm at Aditech TV, your number one online television. Guys, you can find them on television, you can find them on YouTube, you can find them on Facebook and Instagram as well as X, all at Aditech TV/KE. Guys, it's a very powerful platform for you. Give out very powerful contents. Just go and follow them, guys, and you not miss out on their content. Thank you.
Good morning to you, my beautiful and amazing viewer. My name is Caroline Martin Kamakawa Kamadawa. This is your favorite online TV, Adtech TV Kenya. Today being a Monday, nimekuletea Warrior Within. I have a very interesting guest, an amazing lady, a plus size model. I know that all of us have that ideology that a model should be petite, slim and all that. But today have got something new, something surprising, you know, a beautiful and a confident lady. So we will be seeing the journey, her journey through the modeling industry and all that. Be with me, stay tuned hapa katika Adtech TV. And right about now, guys, without further ado, help me welcome my beautiful guest.
Hi guys, yeah, so my name is Ramona Njeri. I am a plus size model and I'm also a plus size pageantry title holder. I recently abdicated my throne to, not abdicated, how do you say it, passed on my throne to the current Miss Plus Size Kenyatta University. Her name is Charlene, and right now I'm the current face of Africa Plus Size. And I believe each and every person is good at whatever they do, and each and every person can set their mind to whatever they want to do. Nobody needs to stop you from doing what you want to do. At the end of the day, it's your heart you're supposed to follow. Yes. So I always say no to body shaming. Yes. So
Ramona, right?
Yes.
Will you take us through the fashion? Let's say fashion, because you know modeling has to do with fashion and everything else.
Yes.
When did you realize that this is your thing? You know, I need to model, that desire, that passion. When did it kick in?
Actually, it started back in high school. Just the thought of seeing Miss World, Miss Universe, that idea just kicked into me. What if I try out modeling and stuff? Normally, what I studied for back in campus was film and theatre arts. I loved acting a lot. But then the calling came to me strongly in 2022. Actually, I remember it wasn't a very expected journey. I remember that person, there was someone who was signing me up for KU Culture Week, Kenyatta University Culture Week. And all in all, I thought my mind was all about, you know, but isn't this thing for petite people, not plus size and this? And she was telling me, why don't you just do what? Sign up for plus size, because we have that category. I looked at her like, me. No, yeah, I was like, hey, where? I'm not a model. First of all, I don't know even how to catwalk in heels. I used to wear heels for the fun of it, and not those at least 4.5 watt. Yeah, so I was like, I can't. Then she was like, no, imagine you can. Even there are plus size that are going to contest. So I was a bit doubtful, and at some point at that time I didn't really embrace myself that much. So I decided to try out. So I remember I went to Nyayo 1 hostels, because that's where they used to train, and they still do. So permit me if I speak in Swahili.
No, it's okay. We do Swahili.
Yeah, changanya so I remember nilingia day 1. So there was no one there, so I was like, why did I come to waste my time here? Like, nakuja waste time. And then there was that fright, like, guy, I can't be seriously. And then there were two cleaning ladies from Nyayo 1. They walitokezea sasa. So they were like, I asked them, is this the training ground for models? They're like, yes. And then they looked at me like, yes. At first they were like, pia we una model. I was like, okay, I know. And me, I was like, Yes, nimekuja kumodel, kwani kuna shida? So I told them, yeah, kwani kuna shida? They're like, hakuna shida, ni vile tujiona mtu wa size yako hapa, you know, those kinds of comments. So I just told them, yes, I just came to try out to see how it takes me. I remember day one, I didn't even go to the pageantry category. I actually went to the runway category. What? And then the trainer was so tough. His name, I remember his name is Desmond Raiola. I remember that he was so tough, but at least now today we talk, and I thank him for being the toughest. Yeah, that tough trainer. So at first I was like, what? Hey, this person needs to take me slowly. I know nothing about walking. And I remember I used to catwalk with mini chunky heels, not even the double sole heels that they used to. I used to tell someone to model with. So they were telling me, no, you need to come with double sole. I was like, which are those shoes? I don't know. Literally, I didn't even know what a double sole shoe looked like. That's how much I didn't know anything about modeling. I just stopped walking in heels. I didn't know they were double sole until I went and Googled, and I saw, oh, these are double sole heels. So I decided to try out. The first week, I remember I walked on chunky. I'm telling you, I had terrible blisters.
Now?
Oh no, with those chunky ones.
What?
I know. So I decided to do now the heels again. So I decided to buy the heels and wear those heels again. My friend, the first week, my back, mgongo ilikuwa inauma.
Now, you feel at a point maybe you give up watching?
I did feel at that point. I felt like, you know, and I remember there was this trainer.
I'm showing that I love her, or I'll beat her so that I can show her she's not the special one, I'm the best one, so that she can submit to me. You know, you misquote the Bible, even spiritually. You hear preachers or men of God misquoting the Bible, be submissive. But then, how will I be submissive to a man who is abusive? You see, you're forcing me to submit to you, yet you're not giving back what the Bible also told you, that you should love me, you see. So such things are things that we need to talk about. We need to make people aware. We need to ensure the nation and everyone knows, so that you take caution.
3 trainers, I remember they kept pushing me, because I even told them at some point, I even told Amelis at that point, I feel like giving up. Me, I can't walk in heels. She told me, don't give up. You've come, you've trained for 3 weeks, right? Why can't you see the other 2 weeks through?
How they will.
How it will do, because the final week is now the event. I told her, okay, where? Because it was tough, but then you're told you need to invest. So by the time utafute pesa ya outfits, by the time uran na hizo heels, yani utembe tu nazo vizuri, it was quite a struggle. But then I kept ilibidi tu nijimotivate, and I tell myself, you know what, I can do this. So I started working on heels very nicely. She trained me. I remember they both trained me very slowly, together with other plus size models, because I wasn't the only one. So we were trained until the day of the event came. So the day of that event came, the runway was so shaky. It was Bishop Square. The runway was so shaky, and then I was like, attention. I told myself, you know what, I'm not walking on double sole. And that's what I did. I walked on chunky. But that is not nice. Please, viewers, don't do that. So I walked on chunky that day. I'm telling you, that was so lively. And it was a very lively event. Nikikumbuka pesa ya outfits, mara I'm told I cannot go and do the show without the Air Force. My friend, I literally knew. I'm telling you, that's how blank I was. That's when I knew kuna kitu inaitwa Air Force shoes. I had to buy Nike. I remember Nike shoes, and they cost me 2K. I had to fuliza.
Don't buy.
And then I remember I had to go for my dress in Isli. Yeah, you know, where my dress in Isli. And I used to tell my mom at some point that, you know, Mom, I'm contesting for modeling. And my mom, the response she gave me, first she laughed. She was like, "Atunafanya modeling hadi wewe." Njeri yani. joke, nda kutemea na hiyo za nini. See, someone of your size is not, she was not open to, plus size modeling. So I explained it to her. She was like, oh, okay. Sasa pesa yangu ndo umeamua utumie, si ndio? Sawa.
Kununua
because pageantry you have to pageantry you really have to invest. It was a tough journey, and then at that particular moment I was doing my internship. So you can imagine juggling between modeling and internship and buying those categories. And then I had one class. I had remained one unit before I graduated now last year. So in 2022 I was quite busy. That October was busy. So when that day came, like the way I said, the runway was quite shaky. I was like, God, please no. You've seen me through. I cannot fall today in front of God knows how many people. So he took us through. We finished our category. To be honest, at that point, me being called the winner, that point it was a bit, siku expect.
Surprise.
I was just surprised because I was like, where? And they were struggling with heels and stuff. I remember that time people jeered because they expected their first runners up to win, because I don't know, maybe she brought the crowd or stuff, but I liked the way the three of us until today, we are still, we are still in good terms. We help each other out. Yeah. So, and actually the second runners up, the time I was crowned the Miss, the second runners up contested again and now became the current Miss Plus Size. I like that even how she motivated herself. And even the first runners up, even out here, I'm very, very sure she's doing so great. Those are the two models, plus size models that have seen me through this journey as well. Like they have been also supporting me and stuff, encouragement and stuff. Whenever we go for gigs, we go. Even there was a time me and at that point my first runners up, we even went to Citizen. There was a time it was on 10/10. They called that part supermodels. Walikuwa wameita hiyo part nini supermodel. So walituita any plus size title holder. So tulienda huko. I'm so glad we got that experience. We even talked about it even on our way home. We were like, you know what? That was fun. We didn't expect that. But I'm so glad this plus size modeling has opened doors for me, and at the same time it has made me feel safe within myself. Made me self within myself. It has made me feel confident. It has made me feel even more unique.
Wow, yeah, but it's unique.
Yeah, it's very unique. For me, I usually say, be yourself. Don't allow someone else to tell you, you're too fat for this, you're too slim for this, you're not able for this, I also don't like the way the able differently people are stigmatized at some point. That thing still goes on. Even plus size, you're told you're too huge for this. I'm telling you, it has not been an easy journey, but I'm glad that sense of fashion, that sense of change is coming to life. The fact that they're even including plus size people,
that's awesome.
That is quite good. I'm happy, and personally I'd like to even, if I get that chance, at least to inspire someone, at least mtu pia feel anyway, even me, I can do what I can contest. I can feel good, but I can feel good about myself, that kind of thing. And I feel like nobody has the right to body shame or put down someone because of how they look. Yeah.
So you've talked about the support that you've gotten so far.
Yes.
Let's go to maybe the inflection. The time that you decided to do this, the journey has not been easy, as you've told us. So maybe along the way, was there a comment that maybe, or someone who told you something you can feel,
where do I begin? Hey, actually body shaming for me started back when I was in primary, but that's kid stuff and stuff. High school I didn't actually quite get that kind of nini sana, because it was a girls' school and girls are a little bit more sensitive. So now what really triggered me and not actually loving myself at that particular moment, I had this one friend in campus. We studied degree together. We actually met in 2019, and he graduated in 2022. Me, I graduated in 2023. So, you know, someone, okay, I get that was his way of telling you need to maybe reduce some, you know, he was a gym guy. He's a gym guy. So someone who tells you to, you know, reduce a little bit, you know, there's a way you tell someone in a nice way.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he'll just be blunt and say you are too fat. You're just too fat. No, it was in front of a friend of mine. So I'll come and say you're fat. Just tell her that she's fat, right? I was like, don't use the word fat. At least use something that doesn't